Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ghoul Society.
That's my big sister, Jamie.
And that's my little sister, Sarah. We are grateful to be recording on the stolen, unceded territories of the Lekwungen, Wisanich, Esquimalt, and Songhees First Nations, whose historical relations with the land continue to this day. The fight against colonial violence and racism is ongoing, and we at Ghoul Society are committed to this fight within ourselves, our friends, our families, and our communities. By listening to this podcast, you've officially been inducted into the Ghoul Society.
And that's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Bang, bang, boom, boom, bang, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
What up, bro?
What up, bro? Well, we did already do an intro. We did already record a full episode.
And now we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't have as many things to talk about. You know.
Well, that's okay. What else could we talk about? I don't know. Halloween was great.
Halloween. Yes, I handed out candy.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got trick-or-treaters?
Not here.
Oh.
At our friend's house.
I'm so jealous.
It was so fun. And then we also did tarot readings all night.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was great.
That's so cute.
It was awesome.
I'm so jealous. I was working.
No.
Yeah. But then when I got home, Montana and I watched Halloween Town and ate candy.
Yay.
So that was really nice and fun.
Did you end up buying any discounted candy from Save-On lately? Or anywhere else? Me neither.
No, why?
I was thinking about it. I was just wondering if there actually are good deals or not.
I don't know. I feel like they've kind of stopped doing that because I know people will still buy it after Halloween.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's actually discounted anymore. But at the same time, I know that they're going to start rolling out holiday stuff.
True.
Like right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Disney Plus, they have their holiday collection on the home screen. I was like yesterday, I was like, Disney, you need to calm down. It's November 1st.
Yeah, we said this before. We'll say it again. You cannot do it until after November 11th.
Exactly.
Or like respectfully, probably.
Respectfully, you want to wait unless you want everyone else to think you're an asshole.
Yep, that's right.
So, yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Christmas yet.
It's not Christmas yet. Oh, but it is Harry Potter season.
Interesting hot take.
If you like to
controversial take.
Yeah, it is very controversial. I will say we do not accept or vibe with J.K. Rowling and her views.
Yeah, and she's also just being an asshole all the time right now, so fuck her.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to her in the media.
She's wild.
I will say I do watch the films every year, and I did recently read the books that I got from our Oma because I had never read them.
Yeah, and they were so good, you said, right?
They were very good.
Yeah.
I will say it's a very magical world.
It's so magical. You know what else is a good magical world? Narnia.
Yes.
Yeah. And Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. I know it's like different kind of world. It's not really magic, but I just love the world making.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world making is great. Although I didn't know this until recently that Narnia is really just like a very religious, like one of the most religious like children's series.
I know. I
didn't know that. Montana told me. I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, yeah, it is. Look at all these the
symbolism.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, shit.
I know. I would like to rewatch it with that in mind. Wait, is there movies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
3 of them?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so it's almost time to rewatch all of the good November movies. Nightmare Before Christmas, that's a good November movie.
Yes.
Because it's Halloween and Christmas.
It's true. It blends the worlds really well together.
It does blend the worlds.
Yeah. And
so
also, Samhain is on, I believe, November 6th.
Right.
So we're still just in the clear for that.
So we're still vibing the spooky vibes.
Mm-hmm. Though this episode might come out a week after.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
You know. Okay, well, are you ready?
I am ready.
Want to listen to my little story?
Yeah.
Got a little story over here.
Oh my God.
I read the entire story in a baby voice.
Do you want to know how many people would stop listening?
Yes. I'm surprised anyone keeps listening anyway.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank
oh my
you.
gosh, we're almost at 500 listens overall.
That is crazy.
Last time I checked, it was like 600, or it's like 468 or something.
Y'all are getting us to pop off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm glad so many of you enjoy our chatting.
And make sure you tell your friends and have your friends tell their friends, and we'll take over the world.
Tell your kids, tell your wives. Remember that meme? Hide
Yes.
your kids, hide your wives.
Yes, I do know that meme. I know it.
Yeah, and tell everyone you know. Oh, on Spotify. Sorry, I just have to say, on Spotify, I'm able to, like, based on our analytics, I'm able to look at people's ages.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
The age range that's most popular is like early to mid 20s into 30s.
Checks out.
But we also have a couple older listeners in like 50, 60 range.
That's such a vibe.
And
I love
that.
It's amazing.
So thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's so much fun.
I'm currently trying to pull up
I see that.
Audio Boom.
Oh, yeah.
We're at 469. 469. That's great.
Yeah.
Amazing. And hopefully the live show sounded okay for everybody.
Yes, the live show, and then also the stories from when we were at the booth.
Which I need to quickly put the intro, outro music on and then set it up for tomorrow morning to be released.
Yes, because we're always last minute here at Ghoul Society.
Yep.
Even though we try not to be.
We try our best. I mean, I was literally finishing the story as Sarah arrived this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I didn't know you were going to do a story.
Yeah.
Because you had said literally 2 days ago, I don't have anything for a story.
But I thought I texted you yesterday.
You did?
Yeah. And I told you, should I do a really intense, crazy story?
I thought you meant for like next time, not for today.
Oh. Nope, I meant for today.
Damn.
But so this is your warning in advance that I'm going to do a really crazy story next time that I do a story. Mm-hmm. This story today is not as crazy.
Okay, well, I'm ready if you're ready.
Okay, this is called the Bermondsey Horror.
Okay.
Let me try again. This is called the Bermondsey Horror.
Okay.
So, in London, during the mid-1800s, death was around every corner.
Yeah.
The smell around the city of London was thick with tannery smog, which used giant vats of urine to cure and tan the leathers.
Ew.
Like, imagine a water tower, but filled with pee.
People pee or animal pee?
Actually, that's a good question. I was thinking people, but maybe animals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Murderers and serial killers were running amok. They were really getting it going.
They were getting it on.
Yep. And a cholera outbreak had the nation tightly in its clutches. Cholera was rampant as people were using the Thames River for both their sewage output and their drinking water. Which is insane. So most people avoided water and just turned to ale instead.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, guys, really?
Yeah.
It just seems so obvious that that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that like you shouldn't drink piss and shit water. Like, I understand back then science isn't even close to what it is now, but you had to.
It's the 1800s. It's not the 1400s.
Yeah, people had to have known that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't put stuff into your body that has come out of your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, don't do that.
Would they have like done the same if it were vomit, you know?
Oh,
like,
ew.
I'm just being realistic here.
I know. So yeah, a lot of people avoided water and drank ale, and over 14,000 people were killed from cholera in this time.
Shit.
Yeah. Spencer Perceval, the Prime Minister of Britain, who began his rule in 1908, was assassinated in 1912, and is to this day the only Prime Minister in London who was ever assassinated.
What?
So suffice to say, people were spooked about dying. They got their heads on a swivel. They're looking around every corner. Am I gonna die now?
Honestly, I get that.
Around 1829, the Metropolitan Police had just begun to get their footing after changing over from unpaid parish constables and watchmen, who were meant to keep law and order and essentially just called out the time and if they saw fires. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, it's 12 o'clock.
Somewhere.
And all is well.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. And fires were extremely common, so it was actually really helpful to have people, you know, just walking around and ringing the bell. And
fire! Can't do anything about it, but there's a fire! We don't have the technology to put it out yet.
People did not want the police force to be involved with their lives. Yeah. So when the police started becoming a force,
yes,
they were like, because they were mostly happy with the parish constables, and they were worried about how the Metro Police Force would change the functioning of the city and get in their business. Also, remember that police aren't for the poor. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
You know, let's just be honest. However, before the Metro Police were established, the death penalty was huge around London. Like, it was worse than after the police. So you could literally be hanged for stealing a loaf of bread.
Right.
And so it was kind of intense. But people were still upset, even though it was maybe a change for the better in some ways.
Right.
Civilians rioted against the police.
Oh, shit.
But the police, as they are wont to do, rioted back, and they won. This is the same police force that's operating in London today.
Yeah, well...
almost 200 years.
No one likes when the police come in, and then the police are like... yeah, well, fuck you too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want.
Exactly.
And, you know, that's happened everywhere.
Yep, it's true. It does. On the dark night of August 8th, 1849, Patrick O'Connor shows up to Marie DeRoe's house alone. The previous night he had arrived with his friend because his friend wouldn't leave him alone. He was just like, let's keep hanging out. And he was like, okay. But I have to go to Maria's house.
Oh, don't you
and
hate when
Maria
people
was
do that?
Pissed about this because her and Patrick were having an affair.
Of course, there's always an affair in the 1800s, even now.
So sometimes I'll say Marie, sometimes I'll say Maria. She goes by both names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Patrick enters the home and Maria encourages him to go wash his hands. And upon entering the kitchen, Patrick stops dead in his tracks as he looks down at a large dugout hole on the floor of the kitchen, the flagstone tiles piled up and shoved to the side. His eyes gaze upwards to meet the eyes of Frederick, who is standing with a tire iron in his hand. Patrick calls out for Maria when a large bang goes off and Patrick slumps to the floor.
What?
This is where we begin.
Oh my God.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
Come on, you don't know.
Oh, wait, actually, I was going to say, sorry, there's a squirrel behind you. Squirrel. I was going to say, it's quite curious about her being like, go wash your fucking hands, bro. Because I feel like people didn't used to do that back then.
Yeah.
But also I saw this thing online. I'm not sure if it's true. I didn't fact check it, but I have a feeling that it is true. That there was this guy, I'm pretty sure it was in London in the 1800s. And he was like, he was a surgeon. And he was like, yo, we should be washing our hands before we do surgery. And he was like laughed out of his practice. People were like, you're a fucking idiot, bro.
I know.
And he was like, no, we should really be washing our hands before we stick them in people's bodies. Yeah. And they were like, no, you're just an idiot. And I'm like, no wonder why everyone died.
Yeah, literally. I know. Infection.
Yeah.
Oof. Just crazy.
Anyway, that reminded me of that. I thought that was kind of funny.
That is funny. So Marie DeRoe was born in Switzerland initially. Ooh. And then she moved to England. I don't really know when. She was probably like in her mid-20s, probably.
Mm-hmm.
She was employed to a lady at the house. This is what I have written, at the house at Stafford House. So she was employed to, a lady of the house.
Yes.
The lady of the house
Yes.
at Stafford House, which was one of the grandest homes in London.
Oh, fancy pants.
Marie lived a super lavish lifestyle with beautiful dresses. She traveled a lot. She was just like the lady's right-hand woman, essentially.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This was before she was married in 1847 to Frederick Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick had seduced Marie by saying he was going to inherit property from his mother. But in truth,
Uh-oh.
I'm actually
He was poor.
Cannot speak today. In truth, this was just deception. He was poor. Frederick was an alcoholic and a shitty husband. So that's cool.
That's so sad
but
for
Marie
her.
wanted the lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she really did.
Well, she probably just got used to it.
Yeah, and she got like really hung up on that.
Yeah.
She was still a lady's maid when she met Patrick, before she met Frederick. Now Patrick, that's the affair man.
Yeah.
So Patrick came from Ireland. He first met Marie when Marie and the lady of the Stafford House were actually traveling around Europe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think that they actually met like in Ireland somewhere.
Okay.
But then she was like, I can't stay, I have to go. So they went back to London.
Right.
Patrick's still in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Frederick proposes to Maria. And Maria's like, yes, because she was essentially conned
Right.
into thinking that he had money.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick was pissed about this arrangement.
Oh,
like when he found out. However, she just kept having an affair with Patrick, and he eventually moved to London.
So they had an affair the whole time she was with Frederick?
Yeah.
Bro, at that point...
I know, and also here's the other thing. Patrick had a lot of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Patrick wealthy? Because he must have been if she met him when she was traveling with the lady of that house.
Mm-hmm.
Because I assume that lady wouldn't be around poor people.
It's true. I know.
So, like, why wouldn't you just be like,
marry him?
Oh, Frederick, just kidding. I don't want to be with you.
I know. I don't really know. I mean, it was kind of taboo, right? But yeah, I don't really understand.
But she could have just been like, no, I don't accept your proposal.
Maybe because she actually really liked Patrick, but for Frederick, like, she was just in it all for the money.
Right.
And so she was like, maybe he'll just die and I'll get his money and I'll just keep continuing this affair with Patrick. I don't know.
Still
I don't
doesn't
understand.
make any sense. There must have been some underlying...
motive.
There must have been something else.
Yeah, I think
that
so
she
too.
was like, no, I can't marry Patrick.
Yeah. I know. Maybe a class thing or something. It was probably that.
Like,
like
he couldn't marry her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or she couldn't marry him because he was of high class, Patrick.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have been, even though she was a maid, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Yeah. It was super weird, but they all kind of just stayed in touch over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patrick, Maria, and Frederick. And they were all just friends and they would hang out. So she wasn't really being sneaky about the affair with him at all.
Okay.
No.
God damn it, Maria.
Patrick arrived at the Mannings' house, so Frederick and Maria's house, on the night of August 8th, because this was something he often did. He didn't expect anything to be out of the ordinary, but unfortunately, he was really wrong this night. So, back to the beginning, a loud bang goes off. Patrick slumps to the ground to reveal Maria behind him holding a gun.
Oh, she killed him?
She had supposedly just shot Patrick in the back of the head. However, Patrick starts convulsing and he's not dead yet.
Oh no.
This is when Frederick starts beating Patrick with the large tire iron.
Oh my god.
And his autopsy reveals that this was done 17 times.
Oh no.
The Mannings then buried him right there under the flagstone kitchen floor and like covered it back up, washed it, whatever, and then they initiate the second phase of their plan.
Okay. Phase 2, what is it?
Maria heads over to Patrick's lodgings and searches all over the place. She's rummaging through doors. She's trying to find something until finally she finds his railway shares.
Oh, shit.
Cha-ching, right? Then Maria goes back home to find Fred passed out drunk.
Classic.
She's like, Awesome. Blank, blank. Okay. So the next day, Marie packs up her stuff. She brings one dress that she actually had still from when she worked as a maid for the lady. She had really fancy dresses, right?
Yeah.
So she puts on that fancy dress. She packs up all of her stuff. She leaves the house while Patrick was out that day. She took all
You mean Frederick?
Sorry, yep.
It's like Patrick's dead under their in their floor.
Yeah. Sorry. Frederick. She took all the railway shares with her.
Okay.
Yep.
But I don't understand why she didn't kill Frederick.
Me either.
And just run away with Patrick. If she's going to leave Frederick anyway.
I know. And then, yeah, like she just stole all the money so that he couldn't have any of the money.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Why? But I think like, obviously their relationship hadn't been going well. Mm-hmm. He probably found out about Patrick.
Yeah.
She lured him in and then she was like, don't worry, hubby. Like, I know you found out about my affair, but let's just kill him instead.
And then I'll leave you with Patrick's money.
Literally.
Okay. She's on the run.
Yeah. So sudden death was commonplace, but sudden disappearance was not.
Oh, no.
Patrick's colleagues saw him heading over to the Manning's house recently, like the other night.
Yeah.
And Pierce Walsh, do you remember the friend that kept coming? Like,
yeah,
that came with him that night?
Right.
That Patrick was supposed to meet up with Marie.
Yeah.
And then Marie was like, why the fuck did you bring this fucking guy? And he's like, sorry, I couldn't get him off of me. Kind of cute. So Pierce came looking for Patrick. Mm-hmm. And he had a conversation with Maria before she had left, but she convinced him that she didn't see him that night. She was like, yeah, we invited him over, but like, he didn't show up. I don't know.
He just never came here.
Nope. So now the Metropolitan Police are getting involved. The new police force ready to take on the case.
Dun, 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 the detectives.
So here's the evidence. The reason it's called the Bermondsey Horrors is because it was in Bermondsey.
Okay.
At Miniver Place. So that was the name of their house. They had noticed that the floor was freshly whitened and washed.
Yeah.
And a couple of flagstone edges had been damp. So in between the flagstones is like the dirt.
Yeah.
Right? You can kind of imagine that. So one of the detectives takes his knife. He puts it between it and felt that the ground was like soft and wet instead of hard.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, weird. So they lift the flagstones, dig down, and they find a toe that's connected to the body.
No.
Yeah. Uncovering the rest, they found the body of Patrick O'Connor, buried naked, face down, with his feet tied back to his thighs. His body was covered in quicklime to try to decompose it.
Yeah.
But get this, they left his false teeth in, which was super easy for the dentist to identify who this was.
Oh my gosh, this feels like really easy. Also, this feels like kind of high tech. What year is it again?
I know, 1849.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Well, it kind of makes sense. I think even more so then than now, if you have false teeth made for you, that's a very specific person who's doing it.
That's true.
Like, it's not just any old dentist off the street.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's true. I mean, also just like the detective work that they did, they were just like, floor's clean. Yeah. The dirt's kind of not hard. That's weird. We should dig it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
That was fast.
I know. So way
That's
better than just the
work.
frickin' parish constables walking around.
Yeah, this is not looking very good for the parish constables.
No.
The people were like, we don't want the police. And the police were like, oh yeah? Watch this.
Literally. So £100 reward was put out by the Home Secretary, Sir George Grey, for the apprehension of the suspects. Because they knew.
£100? Like, what is that in today's money?
Marie isn't here. And also, I forgot to mention, Frederick also ran away too. He was like, oh shit, Marie left. I should leave too. Literally. Okay, let's look it up here.
£100? £100.
Okay, so I'm looking at value of $1849. This is kind of interesting. Well, let me tell you first. $100 in 1849 is $15,922 today, but The British pound has lost 99% of its value since 1849. So it used to be stronger, but even though, like, that's still a lot of money. So say if it was Canadian dollars instead.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it would be. Let's see.
But isn't our dollar worth less than a pound?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's always more when you convert your money into pounds.
That's true. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why it says that. I don't understand, and I don't really care that much. So anyway, it was a lot of money. It's like $16,000.
Pounds.
Yeah. Police's detective work actually found Marie, not a mob of citizens, which is what used to happen.
They're like, listen, if there's fewer people and those fewer people are like really smart,
yeah,
they can find the people that we need to find.
That's right. So they did this by essentially hunting down some luggage that had gone up to Edinburgh with the description of the lady, which was Marie, with it, who picked it up.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, okay, strange. They used the telegraph system, which was new at the time, to call the Edinburgh police. Then the Edinburgh police got Marie and they sent her back down to London.
Damn.
They also used the telegraph system to capture Frederick Manning. He was spotted on a steamer. He was at the Channel Island in hiding. Channel Islands, I think. But the police found him and brought him back down to London again.
Wow.
This was when it was dubbed the Bermondsey Horror. Maria and Frederick stood side by side during the trial at the Old Bailey courthouse.
The Old Bailey?
Yeah.
Across from the Viaduct Tavern.
That's right. I know.
Oh my God.
I saw that and I was like, damn, this is perfect.
Oh, that's so
Lines
cool.
up. I know.
Oh, I love that.
Cute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marie was furious at the way that she was treated, but she couldn't argue that there was a dead body under her floor. Yeah. Like, she was just kind of being a little baby.
She's like, listen.
I'm so mad that I got caught.
Yeah, got caught so fast and so quickly. That's like really embarrassing for you.
Yeah. Before the trial, they were actually locked up in Newgate prison and they were facing charges of murder.
Also across from the Viaduct Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. That's all right there. Fred wanted to blame everything on Marie because she was a foreigner from Switzerland. Even though women were often associated with mildness and obedience, and men were associated with power and strength. So,
yeah, women can't kill back then.
No.
Back then they were like, oh, a woman? She's not smart enough.
No.
She has only done what she's told. She can't do that.
It's not in her nature to kill.
No.
No way.
Mm-mm.
So
only
then,
men.
during the trial...
During the
fries.
Fries.
Wait, should we get McDonald's? I'm kind of hankering for McDonald's and I haven't had it for
Don't. I had pizza last night. I can't have pizza and McDonald's in one weekend.
Can. Well, you shouldn't, but you can. So Frederick's defense was this. Well...
What was this guy's defense?
There wasn't really a defense other than just saying that, like, women can't murder.
Oh, was Frederick's defense or Maria's defense?
Okay, so here's the thing. They were actually smart and they realized that women can murder.
Okay.
But that when she sinks to vice, she sinks far lower than our sex. So they're trying to throw her under the bus. And they were trying to convince everyone that she actually duped her husband. Which, like, she kind of did dupe her husband, TBH.
I mean, they're not wrong. They duped each other.
They duped each other. Yeah, it's true.
Like, they're both right. Because he was like, I'm going to be wealthy. And then he was an alcoholic fucking ass.
Yeah.
Poor. And then she was like, I love you. But was fucking Patrick the whole time.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm gonna kill Patrick for our love.
Exactly.
And then she just left.
Yeah, she duped him. She really did.
She did,
honestly. But then Maria's defense was that she testified that Patrick was more to me than my husband and stated that he killed him in a violent fit of rage and made her steal Patrick's money.
Yeah, she's just a woman.
Exactly. I mean, it could, like, here's the thing, we'll never actually know. Because it could be that he was abusive and he was an asshole and that he was like, if you're having this affair, we're going to kill him for his money.
Yeah.
And then she just did it out of fear. So, like, we really don't know.
That is so true.
We don't know.
We only know the cold, hard facts.
That's
Patrick's body was in the floor
of the kitchen.
That's literally all we know.
Yeah. So the jury took 45 minutes to reach their verdict. They were both found guilty, and they were sentenced to death by hanging.
Classic Newgate prison style.
This was the greatest crime of the century. It fed the nation's desire for gruesome stories since it had everything. It had a torrid love affair. It had stealing money. It had running away. It had, you know.
A woman? A murderer?
Yeah. All the crazy stuff.
Scandal.
So at the Horsemonger Lane Jail.
Horsemonger Lane Jail? What the fuck is
that? I thought you would know.
Did Ryan and Shane go there?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know then.
They were hanged before a crowd of supposedly 50,000 people.
What?
Yeah. So now here's the
Dude, that's all of Salmon Arm.
That's twice all of Salmon Arm.
Yeah.
That's double.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
I can't even think of that many people. It's too many.
I know. So here's the interesting part. Charles Dickens watched the execution from the window of a room that he was staying in. He was a famous author at this time already, and he used his fame to highlight the barbarity on show by writing a letter to the Times. He was disturbed by how much people loved to watch these public hangings.
Yeah, so, remember they used to have hanging breakfasts?
Yes.
Yeah. I bet you they all had picnics at that hanging.
So true. Oh my God. So he wasn't against hangings per se.
But the popularity of going and hanging out and making it a whole spectacle.
Yeah. And like the publicness. He thought it should be behind closed doors.
Right.
So he was inspired by this story of Marie and Frederick to write his really well-known novel called Bleak House.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little interesting
thing. I kind of want to try to read that.
Yeah, and to leave it off, this is another little interesting fact. Marie wore this black satin gown to be hanged.
Oh. Yeah.
And then black satin became super unpopular because of this.
Oh.
And so the epitaph that connects to Marie is that she was the woman who murdered black satin.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, people hated her that much?
Yep.
Whoa.
They did.
I'm kind of surprised on how how famous that case became.
I know, because it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not to be, like, rude, but it's just another murder.
I know.
You know?
But at the time, like, I mean, I think the reason that it became so popular was because the police actually did something.
Right.
They actually
were
investigated
new. Yeah,
it.
the police force was new. So.
And also, like, other murders were happening, like Jack the Ripper was happening.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But they weren't getting any traction on that.
Right.
And also, I think just the aspect of, like, the love affair.
Yeah.
I know. I think people love that.
It all.
Yeah. It was super salacious.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense.
She was a woman murderer.
Yes. That's a huge part of it.
Even if she did it out of fear or not, she did kill someone.
And that they buried him in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is the Bermondsey Horror.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That reminds me that I would like to cover Newgate Prison one day.
Yes.
Maybe I'll look into it a bit.
I also want to cover Bastion Square and that prison.
Yes.
That's on the docket.
Oh,
sure.
True North. Fuck, I can't.
True North True Crime.
Yeah, they just for like their Halloween episode, they covered the Bastion Square.
Really?
Jail. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I listen to it.
Think we can listen to it. They have us. They have subscription though.
Oh.
For most of their episodes, but let me see if this one is public or not.
Imagine we start doing subscription.
Yeah, the Haunted Empire Hotel.
Oh, the Empire Hotel. Wait, is that in Nanaimo?
No, this one's about Charles Kincaid and Belle Adams.
Interesting.
In Bastion Square.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so anyway, they have some it's you can listen to it if you want, see what they said about it.
Yeah, shout out True North True Crime.
Yeah, I actually loved them.
They have super high production value.
Yeah, and they do a lot of missing stories, which is very important.
Yeah, and a lot of current stories, and they do it well.
Yes,
and they
a lot of
talk to the families and like do proper journalistic work.
Yeah.
Which is like, we do not do that.
No.
So this is why we never would cover anything current.
Ongoing.
No,
yeah, exactly.
Never.
Yeah, they do a lot of, I feel like they do a lot of good work with, I feel informed about missing person cases, disappearances that aren't in media.
Right, yeah.
And I feel like that's really important to know those things too.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing that awful story.
You're welcome. It was short and sweet.
Short and sweet. And hey, listen, women kill too.
Women kill too.
Women kill, men kill.
That's right.
People with they them pronouns kill.
Yep.
Everyone kills.
Everyone kills, but
don't.
Look.
Listen.
Stop killing.
We've said it once and we're going to say it again. Just don't do it. It's really simple.
It's not that hard.
It's really not. That squirrel, he's been playing around back there all morning.
They play a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're really cute.
They're very cute.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Well, thank you for listening, everybody.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
If you have any questions, comments, or would like to send us your own ghost story, you can email us at ghoulsocietypod@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at ghoulsocietypod. You can send us a DM there if you would like. All of our trigger warnings and resources can be found in each week's episode's description. And I think that's it.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Wait.
Oh, I forgot.